Hi guys, happy Friday. It is August the 7th. I hope everyone's doing so. I hope the beehive is doing well. So grab your favorite drink. I have my tea. Grab your favorite drink and let's talk current events and trending styles. So it's Friday. So we're going to showcase the new jury for this week. I want to make sure I tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe, because sometimes I forget. Sorry if I look sweaty. Okay, so in the news this week we have who I call Dousche AG. His confirmation is almost just completely confirmed, right? I don't know. It hurts me a lot to think that he told the Steam victims that he told them get on with it. That is just awful. But I mean, if you're a person that goes with these group of people, this particular party, and then you will like that brand of evil or lack of empathy or compassion, right? On with it. He finally met with them just to say, I guess he met with them because he was saying he couldn't meet with them. And they're like, hello, we've been in your face this whole time, right? So he finally meets with them and he tells one of them, well, apparently he was dismissive to all of them, which you would think if he tells one of them that he would be. Interesting enough, also in the news, we have the Mexican AG, Torres, I think it's Raul Torres. So right now he's suing the DOJ for obvious reasons right now. So he's stating that the Department of Justice is not providing the unredacted files. So they have had like 100 and something days, 170 days, 180 days attempting to get the files, and they have made like something like 10 attempts and unsuccessful attempts. So what they're asking of a federal judge is to basically to rule that the Department of J, that their refusal to share the unredacted file constitutes illegal behavior. Basically what they would like is for a judge to work over the files, because under the APA, which is the Administrative Procedural Act, they are kind of like intentionally not providing. Like there's clearly federal obstruction. That's what they're experiencing, and what they would like is for a judge to rule in their favor for that. Okay. The first couple of earrings are clip-ons because I did have that phase. I kind of still do, but they have to be little. Sorry, my hair is all over. Yeah, you can see it. Very pretty turquoise. I believe I've already showcased a couple others of the turquoise or whatever the stone is called. These are very pretty. It's almost like a hexagon, but I've showcased other earrings, but I also have like a necklace and what do you call it, like a wristlet that I will get to showcase at some point or another. All right, so next on the news we have box of wine, Pinot Grigio, Janine Pirro. So she regarding the algae pool, the reflecting pool, whatever, right? It's the paint, blue American paint pool. So she had to they dismissed the case, or she withdrew the case, I believe it was. And basically she had to state that everything she was claiming that they had proof of, that instead what happened was it was a botched job. it was an incomplete or rushed job. What happened to the pool, and this is what happened. So any of these other cases, well, the judge had originally told them, if you make pardon, I got a text, if you make these changes, because it's being drained and they're spending the next couple of millions of billions on it, they told them, okay, you're making these changes, you're basically going to lose your case, because you're kind of proving the opposite of what you're claiming, that it was done intentionally and all this stuff. So it's pretty funny, because Trump was admonishing her super tight at this lady. Pretty funny, actually, because you know how he starts with the women first. He starts asking them first. So he said, he has stated that she folded like an umbrella. I mean, beyond no filter. It's just, this is the death confession era, and he's saying all the stuff out loud, right? So I guess we just have to be thankful for it. Also in the news, we have, so we're apparently running out of, I believe it's 80% of our missile, our key interceptors or stockpiles, which people, at least military experts, have been stating this for quite some time, that it's obvious that this is where we were headed. And so for those of you, or those of these 20-30% of people that are still holding on to believe in this man, I mean, everything that he's been saying, that Express has been saying about, you know, they obliterated me, their navy, their weaponry, we're running out of our stockpiles, and a lot of our facilities they've obliterated. So just use your keen discernment, your keen awareness. These people are just completely grasping at straws. It is just beyond ridiculous. So okay, we have this Max Miller, this Ohio abuser. I think it's clear to say even his own party, full of these same abusers and pedophiles and children, rapists, cultists, and even his own nationalists want him to not pursue further. I believe 3 women have claimed, one of which was, or is the mother of the daughter that was claiming the broken collarbone. And I guess if you listen to some of the stuff he's saying there, if you would hear the conversation she has, or whatever text messages she's saying, I mean, it's typical abuser type shit to say. It's a child, but whatever. Anyway, moving on. So we're right now experiencing, what is this? It's flying around here. Sorry, on a piece of styrofoam. So we're experiencing record high heat waves. I believe places in Europe, they're battling wildfires. I believe Poland is one. So for those of you that have debunked climate control for this long, I mean, at what point? At what point will the consensus of this population start to admit that these cuts that they're doing to environmental, to agricultural, we had FEMA, USAID, HHA, Health and Human Services, FAA, the aircraft, federal aviation people. At what point do you start to tell yourself that these cuts were made by a group of people that not only does not have an understanding of the way infrastructure works, in that way that we don't see it, but we take it for granted that these programs are set up. Look at what we have right now with the psychopsoriasis. So right now, I believe it's 45 states being affected. From Strudia, as I call it, the diarrhea, lettuce, cilantro, which was another consequence of these government cuts. Measles as well, we have that going on. Ebola as well. And regarding cyclopsoriasis, and please pardon me if I'm not saying that correct, from Strudia, as I call it. Strudia is diarrhea in Spanish. I believe it's a newer change. 2025, they changed what was like mandatory inspection or mandatory just guidance. They changed it from mandatory to voluntary. And I don't understand at what point people are going to start seeing that all these cuts are affecting us drastically. They're killing people. And I just hope that people could see through that. And I'm sorry, this is becoming a little long. So here we have, it's I think it's the same shape. Well, no, this is square, and it's like an opal. This one's also clip-on, very pretty. I do believe this comes with the matching necklace too. Do I have the matching necklace for this? I have to check. So excuse me. Also in the news at the moment, we have, so apparently Texas wants to imprison, wants to sentence people, for 1 gram of marijuana for a lot longer than they want to incarcerate some offenders for their crimes against children. I mean, I hope you guys do the right thing in Texas. Califrico is doing, I believe that their race is kind of close right now. I had the opportunity actually to stay in Texas a couple times. I'm so glad. It's somewhat, well, maybe not worse than Florida, but for 1 gram of marijuana, I mean, just good luck to you people. So right now, currently in the news, we have a New York federal judge is striking down the attempted ban for law enforcement officers to wear like face covering paraphernalia or coverings of masks. So yeah, states can't really mandate that, but I do believe that they're going to push for, like, most likely like a cooperation clause or something like that. So I guess we're going to see what comes of that. Also in the news, we have Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed wins the wins the primary in Michigan. He has an uphill battle. I mean, they've already started on this man. You remember, like Barack Obama, because of the name. I forget what event took place this week where I have to look this up and get back to this. They had read the deceased officer's name, and again, it was something Arabic, kind of similar, I guess, to like Abdul Al-Sayed's name, maybe. Well, anyway, the MAGA crowd booed a resounding boo, to which the speaker had to say, no, he's the deceased person. So Abdul Al-Sayed, whereas he did exceedingly well against Evil Stevens, to which they AIPAC provided 60 million, 50 million, some places are saying 40 something, 46 billion to back their candidate. But he did as expected, and he did win. And what he's doing is speaking to the times. He's reading the room, okay? He's touching upon this universal health care, this anti-war sentiment, and he's a very good a communicator, because they're coming at this man, these group of people that are anti-intellectualists, right? The type of people that anyone that's competent and expert, they're saying, oh, they're the scam artists, right? These people are not real. And it's coming from a place, a lot of these people are, these mad guys are insecure, deeply insecure, profoundly fractured, inadequate people, right? A lot of them are envious. A lot of them are resentful. Many like narcissists. They have these typical narcissistic type traits where they're calling out other people for what they're not, for what they are not able to live their authentic lives. Like the same thing that they do with the LGBTQIA community. Right now, a lot of the rhetoric that's going on right now is after, I'll say actually before, around with the whole DSA, the Democratic Socialists. These progressives are winning in a lot of states right now. So the rhetoric is, oh, these people are communists. I find it completely interesting that the fascists are calling the Democratic Socialists, the progressive parties, communists. Meanwhile, this is a party, this is the group of people that is, I think many of us are seeing, they're completely pocketing, they're lining their pockets, right? They're all about censorship, media censorship. A lot of what I'm doing while I'm canvassing, I'm volunteering for that. A lot of what I'm hearing is you can't even get real news anymore. That's fascist takeover. So people are seeing, voters are seeing through that, calling people communists. I find that the real DTs, domestic terrorists and extremists and fascists and communists, are these bad guys. These conservative, oh, I don't know, can you see that? It is, I don't think you can see that very well, but it looks like this. And I have the matching necklace to this too. I don't know what you call this. It's like aggression. Oh, not fur leaves. I can't remember. It's like the wreath. Very pretty. This is also a clip-on. This is what it looks like with both of them on. So I think more and more voters are seeing through this boo-hooing, through this crybaby thing that they're doing, where they have no real authenticity and autonomy, and they're, because I'm a libertarian, so a lot of them don't necessarily believe in like social systems and self-autonomy, small government, like shared economics, fair economics, and stuff like that. So you just kind of have to see, they just want to rig more and more of it for them. And that is why I met a lot of people today that are experiencing lots of cuts to their, what Lil Momo, as I call him, Mike Johnson, House Speaker, calls entitlements. A lot of people on disability that are getting cuts to their food, to their health care, medical cost assistance, HUD. A lot of people are experiencing it's just so sad when you meet with people that have the least, that don't even believe that they count. So hopefully we're able to get through a lot of these potential voters. I did mention Dousche AG, Attorney General, his confirmation. We should hear from them in the next couple of days. Okay, so this one is not a clip-on. It's very pretty. It's just really big. it's not that heavy. It's just, you feel it, you know. It's like you have, but it's very pretty, very elegant. It has like a curvature to it as well. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, you see it there. So sexy, so elegant. Okay, so Dousche Attorney General's confirmation. So shout out to the cowards, shout out to the pussies and the traitors. John Cornyn, Tom Tillis, and Bill Cassidy again. Oh my gosh, disgusting. Like, and it really rested on Bill Cassidy. But again, he's the person who pretty much confirmed Health and Human Services freaking former addict, former what was it, a raccoon penis carcass guy collecting. He has all this stuff in his freezer. So he did confirm him. So I mean, what are we to expect of Mr. Cassidy? I really am wondering what they promised him, because he, Marjorie Taylor Greene, also kind of shooted out of Congress because of Fromm, and Tucker Carlson. I believe they're incubating this next sect of whatever the Magite is, right? So I do wonder what they promised him, because once again, some people expected him to not cave, and beyond disappointing, it's just really disgusting. It speaks to the traitor and the coward that some of these people are. Initially, he caved, limiting the War Powers Act. Regarding the confirmation of Dousche AG, he has stated what he wanted was something in writing. I talked about this in a different video, but I guess I'll talk about it real quick. Regarding the 1.8 weaponization bill, the slush fund anti-weaponization bill, basically Trump wanting to pay off his goons, and I don't know if you guys follow Liz Oyer, former pardon attorney. She's basically saying that it was bullcrap, that letter that he did write, that Attorney General, it's like a memo. The memo, there's two. It appears as though it's one document, two documents, but it's really one document. And the second page of the document, Dousche AG attorney Todd Blanche signed it, but he did not sign the first part. So it's completely void. And so they know what they're doing. And the slush fund is not dead. For those of you that think, oh, well, he conceded, he caved because he received the letter or the memo that he was looking for. No. And I'm pretty sure the same thing with this IRS providing immunity to Trump and his family. No. It's all dramatics, it's all theatrics, it's all for show, it's all because they know their audience. They know the people that vote for them are easily fooled, maybe are not so well informed, and are disenfranchised. A lot of these people come from these states that typically are red, have like the like anti-abortion legislation. A lot of these states have the poorest people, the worst education, and they're gullible. Not only are they vulnerable, which is the sad part of it, but they're gullible. Regarding Thomas Tillis, he doesn't even seem to care that the Democrats are going to pick up his seat. I think he's just burnt. Like a lot of these people that have 20-30 years in, they just want to be done. They just want to be done. I don't think his case is as disappointing or as disgusting as Cassidy or John Cornyn, because he otherwise has voted for Trump, I believe 60 to 70% of the time. And he did vote to overturn Trump's veto on the NDAA, which was the national defense, the annual spending. So he was also expected but maybe not as much as Cassidy, because people really did have hopes. These group of people, Trump did not endorse, and they did not, and the candidates that he did endorse went over. So people were just expecting better. Okay, lastly, last pair of earrings. And again, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. At this, in this conjecture, you guys are willing. I'm willing for you guys to even say insults, just which I have received some insults on some of the progressive material. Just comment, let me know what you think, what could be better. I know this could be shorter, a lot shorter. I'm showcase 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th one. This one's also not a clip-on. I do believe I also have the matching necklace to this, which will be on a different video. I'm not sure if you can see that. It looks like an X, kind of like a bone, like bony X. It looks heavy because it's thick. I don't even think it's hollow, but it's really not that heavy. This one, it's just too big, way too big. You kind of put the X's down like that, or like so. So anyway, thank you for staying tuned, guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, be still, you know, be honest, be you, stay classy, stay bold, stay you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. So thank you for tuning in to this fabulous Friday, the new drops, and this is B Jessie, so toodaloo.